I'm just a guy who loves Disney and has way too much time on his hands. As always, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney news and reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney news and reviews. I'm File91e. And it's a winter wonderland out here in Baltimore. We're getting so much snow. I want to post up some footage here. This footage here is of last night. You can see it's just starting to snow. It's just before it's starting, and now you can see where it is right now. It hasn't stopped yet. It's 4 o'clock here, and it hasn't stopped yet. And it's getting to be a pain because I need to go out and get some shopping done. But whatever. Yeah. Anyway, let's go right to the news. On Wednesday, Roy E. Disney died of stomach cancer in the hospital where he rested. He was the nephew of Walt Disney, and he worked within the company for many years. He started out as an assistant director for the Walt Disney True Life Adventure series, and then he worked his way up to becoming a senior executive. He was 79 years old, and he will be missed. Roy Disney, you know, rest in peace. Now on to some Walt Disney World news. Apparently Disney is trying out a new queueless waiting system and is being tested at the Rock and Roller Coaster. Using this system, you're given a numbered ticket and can then wait in a special area where children can play and DJ play some tunes, and video games are available to help you pass the time. When your ticket number is called, you have 5 minutes to get into the queue to ride. If you miss your slot, you lose your place. That should be interesting if this all works out. I'm not quite sure how it is. I got some pictures up there, so we'll find out. The very popular Mexican quick service restaurant Cantina de San Angel is set for a big refurbishment in January 2010, or next January. A couple of days. It's awesome. They're going to demolish a lot of stuff and put some stuff back up just to make it better. Better seating and reduce congestion. That's what they're really aiming for here. Also, Cinderella Castle will be having a refurbishment in early 2010 on the front section. The moat will be drained, and around January 12th, construction wall scrim will go up. At the same time as the refurbishment, the dream lights will be removed, and it is expected that the refurb will take place or will finish in March of 2010. So, that's pretty cool. They recently redid the back. Now they're going to redo the front just to get this out of the way and just spruce it up and make it look nice. That's what Disney's known for: quality. Test Track will also be closed for refurbishment from January 11th through January 17th. Living with the Land will be closed for refurbishment January 18th through February 5th, and Splash Mountain will be closed from January 3rd through February 27th, all for refurbishment, general stuff. And Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, they're all closed because for the winter months and whatnot for their refurbishment, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, it was a lot of news, so let's get right to the reviews. Alright, this time I'm going to review two movies that I don't have on DVD, unfortunately, but I will get them soon. I was going to go out and buy them today, but I didn't get out there because of this frickin' blizzard. So, the first thing I want to review is the Santa Claus 2. The Santa Claus 2 was made in 2002, and all the actors reprised their roles. Tim Allen came back, and the guy from Numbers, I can't remember his name, Dave Krumholtz, I think that's what his name was, Dave Krumholtz. But yeah, he's back, and and everybody else was. Charlie's back, and all the main people from the first one reprised their roles. The movie was made for $65 million and it grossed $140 million. Not a bad, a chunk of change. Now, if you haven't seen the second one, let me give you a little synopsis. Santa now needs to find a Mrs. Claus. So he goes back down to Earth and goes on a whole bunch of dates trying to find, his one true love that will accept him for the fact that he is Santa Claus. Now, while he does that, he creates a toy Santa that, is essentially trying to be his stand-in. Now, none of the elves know this, but eventually they catch on because the toy Santa becomes pure evil and starts giving everybody coal. He wants to give every child coal because it's bad. Now, the toy Santa is one of the actually the better characters in the movie just because of the quips that he comes up with, and it's Tim Allen's really funny. I love Tim Allen's humor and his delivery. So he's That's pretty good. He races back to the North Pole and then defeats the evil toy Santa who created a giant army of toy soldiers. And the elves defeat him using snowballs and different winter tricks and whatnot, and all is happy in the end, and Santa goes and delivers the gifts, and everybody's happy on Christmas Day, not knowing anything had happened, and whatnot. So it was a pretty corny story. I think I went and saw this on a date once. This was one of the date movies that I saw, oddly enough. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought this movie was okay. The actors did a great job. The sets were big and vast, and the special effects were alright. So, I really can't complain there. So, the Santa Claus 2, I'm going to have to give... I'll give it 3 stars. It's an average movie, nothing, too crazy. It's not as good as the first one. The first one is, to me, a classic movie. Not just a good classic Disney movie, but a classic movie. It's one of the ones for Christmas I have to watch each and every year. So, the Santa Claus 2, 3 stars. Okay, the next thing I want to review is the sequel to the Santa Claus 2, the Santa Claus 3, which is also known as the Escape Clause. This came out in 2006, and it's not only starred Tim Allen again, but also the comedic stylings of Martin Short. I like Martin Short. I think he's pretty funny. He does some pretty funny stuff, and him working with Tim Allen really had that comedy chemistry going. David Krumholtz did not reprise his role as Bernard. Because of some contractual issues, but pretty much everybody else came back, and this one was not as popular as the second one, but I'll get to that later. And now a brief plot synopsis is Santa is working hard and doing some good stuff. He's about to have a kid. He has a lot of stress going on. And Jack Frost, who's played by Martin Short, comes in, and you meet all the different main characters of different seasons. You got like the Easter Bunny, Father Time, Cupid, and all that, and the Tooth Fairy. Anyway, Jack Frost is one of those people, and he wants to control Christmas because he is Mr. Winter, and he gets overlooked each and every winter because of Santa Claus. And somehow, using a magical snow globe, he gets Santa out of his position and becomes Santa himself. Santa, obviously it's a happy ending, so Santa comes back, defeats Martin Short, who made the North Pole into a tourist destination, and that everything was happy in the end, and everybody had had a good time. So the Santa Claus 3 wasn't as good as the second one, I didn't think, but I still liked Tim Allen and Martin Short. There were some funny things in there, but it wasn't as good as the second one. There really isn't much else to say. I mean, it was kind of boring almost, but it was okay. It was okay. Not the best in the world, but definitely, I guess not the worst either. So Santa Claus 3, I want to have to give 2 stars. I thought it was okay. Tim Allen and Martin Short, obviously, like I said before, did a great job, but it just it was just one of those holiday filler movies. I wasn't that impressed with it. So yeah, the holiday, the Santa Claus 3, 2 stars. Well, I hope y'all will have a Merry Christmas. I'll be back on December 26th to do the drawing for this shirt. It'll be my holiday spectacular. I'll be reviewing the Santa Claus 1, the good one, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and this movie, which I recently got from a guy at work who got me as a Secret Santa. It's Mickey's Christmas Carol. This thing has, it's really cool. It's a DVD. I want to unbox it soon. It has Disney short films such as Mickey's Christmas Carol, Pluto's Christmas Tree, The Small One, and Santa's Workshop. So that should be pretty cool. I'm also going to do, obviously, like I said, I want to pull the name for this awesome shirt. And I hope you all, will come for that. And yeah, I know my shows are, are getting boring and whatnot, so I'm trying to spice it up with something. But who knows? Maybe until I go to Disneyland, I really won't have anything else to talk about ride-wise, except for the news. So who knows? Maybe I might just stop doing these. I don't know. It's up to you guys, at this point. So yeah, if anybody from Disney's watching, please don't sue me. Go to allears.net, touringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. I will see you after Christmas, one day after Christmas, for my Christmas spectacular. You better be there. I will try to show off all the stuff that I get for Christmas, and it'll be, you know, it could be 2 parts, might even be 3 parts, who knows. I don't know. I don't know these things. These things just happen. So I will see you all next week. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a great time. Just be with your family and just have a great, happy holidays. I will see you all next week. Later, guys.